Somewhere right now, an AI coding agent is sitting on someone's laptop with permission to read every file, run any command, and rewrite anything it wants. 3 weeks ago, one just like it broke into Hugging Face, one of the biggest AI companies on the planet, and ran thousands of individual actions across a swarm of throwaway virtual servers in a single weekend before anyone caught it. That wasn't a lone hacker in a hoodie. It was an autonomous agent framework. It found one hole, a code execution flaw in a dataset loader, and instead of stopping, it just kept going, harvesting credentials and moving sideways across internal servers the whole time nobody was watching. And the tool running on your machine right now, whether it's Claude Code, Cursor, or Copilot, has the exact same shape of risk. Just smaller, just quieter. Just as capable of running a command you never actually approved. Here's the number that should bother you. 88% of organizations running AI agents this year have already had a confirmed or suspected security incident. And only 21% of the people running these agents can even see what permissions those agents have been given. Most developers are flying completely blind. So today I'm going to show you exactly how to fix that for free in about 10 minutes without slowing your workflow down at all. By the end of this, your agent can still do its job, but it will not be able to touch the things that would actually hurt you. Every one of these tools reads from the same kind of file. A settings.json, usually sitting in a folder called .claude or something similar if you're on Cursor or another agent. Inside it, there are 3 lists. An allow list, things the agent can just do without asking. A deny list, things it is never allowed to do, full stop. And an ask list, things it has to stop and check with you about first. Here's the part almost nobody knows. Those 3 lists are not weighted equally. The deny list always wins. If a rule shows up in both allow and deny beats it every single time. That one fact is the whole foundation of a safe setup, because it means you can be generous with what you allow as long as your deny list is airtight. Before you add anything, do a 30-second gut check on what you already have. Open your settings files right now and actually read it. A lot of developers have never opened this file even once. It just came with a default config, or somebody pasted a starter template into the project 2 months ago and nobody has looked at it since. Ask yourselves one question while you're in there. Given every rule already on this page, what is the single worst thing this agent could do to me right now? If you can't answer that in 5 seconds, that is exactly the problem you are fixing today. Step 1. Build a real allow list. Give it the boring safe stuff freely. Reading files, searching your codebase, checking git status, git diff, git log, running your test suite, running your linter. None of that can hurt you. Let the agent do all of it without interrupting you 50 times an hour, because that friction is exactly why people eventually just turn permissions off completely. Step 2, and this is the one that actually matters. Build your deny list before you build anything else. 3 lines. Block any bash command matching rm-rf. Block reads of your .env file, your sh folder, your os credentials folder, anywhere secrets live. And block a raw git push with force, because that's the command that erases history you can't get back. Those 3 rules alone stop the vast majority of worst case outcomes. And one more thing worth knowing here, specificity beats generality, even inside the same list. A narrow literal deny rule for one exact command beats a broad allow rule for a whole category. So when you're not sure, write your deny rules as specific as possible instead of vague. Vague rules are exactly what let worms and hostile prompts slip through the gap. Here's exactly why the deny list has to come first, not the allow list. There is a live worm going around right now. It hit more than 430 packages on NPM with a combined 2 billion monthly installs, and part of what it does is commit a hook directly into your .claude/settings.json file. Specifically, a session start hook, so the next time you open that project in Claude Code, it quietly relaunches itself. It is not just attacking your code. It is attacking your permission file itself, planting a trigger disguised as a routine settings change. Step 3. Never run in what's called bypass mode. Sometimes it's a flag, like dangerously skip permissions. Sometimes it's a mode setting buried in a menu. It sounds like a productivity hack. It is not. It auto-approves everything except your deny list, which means the deny list becomes the only thing standing between the agent and your entire machine. If you ever genuinely need it, use it inside a sandbox or a throwaway container, never on your main system with real credentials sitting on disk. Step 4. If you're connecting outside tools to MCP, Model Context Protocol servers, the plugins that let your agent touch GitHub, your database, your browser, scope them the exact same way. Don't grant a whole server wildcard access. Name the exact actions it's allowed to call. A GitHub integration that can only open issues is a very different risk from one that can also delete repositories, and a lot of these connectors ship wide open by default. And don't just do this for new connections. Go look at the MCP servers you already have installed right now. Most people add a database connector or a browser tool once for one task and then forget it's still sitting there with full access 6 months later. If you're not actively using it this week, turn it off. An unused connector with wide permissions isn't a convenience. It's just an open door, nobody is watching anymore. Step 5, and this one takes 30 seconds. Put your settings.json under version control, the same as your code. If it ever changes and you didn't change it, Git diff shows you immediately. That one habit turns a worm silently rewriting your permissions into a one-line warning before it ever matters. Last one, hooks. Most of these agents let you attach a small script that runs before any tool call, called a pre-tool use hook. It inspects the exact command about to run and can block it in real time, even if that command technically matches an allow rule. Think of it as a second opinion that isn't relying on a static list at all. It's the closest thing to a human looking over the agent's shoulder, except it never gets tired and never skips a check. None of this is about trusting your AI coding agent less. It's about making trust unnecessary. Set it up right, and it doesn't matter if the agent misreads a prompt, gets fed a hostile instruction hidden in a GitHub issue, or just makes a mistake. The blast radius is 0 because the door was never open in the first place. The uncomfortable truth is most developers watching this still have 0 deny rules configured right now. Not because they don't care, because nobody ever told them this was the first thing to set up, not the last. So here's the one thing to actually do today. Open your settings.json, and before you do anything else, add 3 lines. Block rm-rf. Block your .env and ssh folders. Drop force pushes. That's it. 10 minutes, completely free, and it's the difference between an agent that helps you and an agent that, on a bad day, could take your whole machine down with it. What's the first deny rule you're adding right now? Put it in the comments. I'll read every one.